One, I love kids, and I love just the magic in their eyes when they're learning or connecting with people. And I've always taken jobs teaching swimming lessons, coaching, and umpiring softball, etc. So fell into working with kids, loved it, and have continued to do so. So as a school psychologist, working with Solano County Office of Ed, I specialize in working with students with exceptional learning and behavioral needs. And so I do assessments, testing, and I also work with them on their behavior. If there's behavioral difficulties in families and or classroom teachers need assistance in figuring out how to support them and help them, as well as I do counseling with older students. If they're able to do that, I will do some one-to-one counseling. One of my biggest priorities, obviously, is to be a child advocate and advocate for kids, whatever that is, whether it be what they need in the classroom, their social emotional needs, etc. But then second is also to support teachers, because it's really the most important and influential person in a child's life at school. I just love when the kids, the smile that they give you when you come in. Like, I'm a novel person, I'm not always in their classroom, so I come to visit them maybe, some people it's once a week, but others it might be once every month or so. And I love how excited they get to see me interact. I like to work on their new skills with them and see what they've learned to do, especially in special education. And I also like supporting young families that are just getting started in education. I like to give them a positive and supportive beginning to their relationship in education. And I think that's really important, in particular in special education, where there can be a lot of grieving and difficulty in accepting this kind of information I may be giving families, which is how their child, qualifies for special education and such. I have an older student who I've known for a while, and for years he would hardly look at me, and he'd put his arm up and avert his gaze from myself and many people, most people actually. Lately, I've been working with him as a teenager, and he's going into the classroom readily. He's no longer hesitating, but through the one-to-one counseling too, he's making eye contact with me sometimes and not averting it as much. It was very exciting to see, and to see that, and establishing rapport and seeing him regularly, to see what kind of growth he could make. First and foremost, my husband, who's great support and is great when I have to go home and work on reports late at night. He'll help with dishes, and when our kids were younger, taking care of the kids and such. So he's wonderful. And my kids, who have taught me a lot about child development. And then, of course, all my colleagues. I have great colleagues.